Do you need to create an action log, whether for yourself or for your project team, that enables you to track tasks, responsibilities, deadlines, and progress? An action log just like this. Well, in today's video, I am going to be showing you how you can create this action log template in under 60 seconds of your time. Now, it has been designed to be suitable for projects of any industry, but you can adapt this base template to suit your specific project or your bespoke needs if you so wish. Now, before I walk you through the full creation process, if you did want to instantly pick up and access this pre-formatted template and be able to copy and paste the full AI prompt that we will be leveraging to create it, there will be a link in the description below in order for you to do so. With that said, let's delve into the process. So I've just opened up the prompt tab so that we can access the prompt that we will be leveraging. Don't worry, I will be walking you through this in a minute. I'm pressing Ctrl C on my keyboard, and now I am navigating over to ChatGPT. So this is the AI tool that we will be using to create the template. Now, I am logged into my account. What I'm sharing with you can be done in a free ChatGPT account, which is what I'm going to be doing now. This is a free ChatGPT account. So you do need to register if you haven't already and log in, at which point start a new message and conversation, and I'm going to press Ctrl V to get this prompt in here. Let me now walk you through it. So the first thing that we need to do is prime the tool and give it some direction as to who we are and what we're looking to achieve. So act as a project management professional with decades of experience in creating insightful project management templates. Next, we need to give the tool our ask. Create me an action log template in tabular format, not as code. Now, the reason why we're doing that is because we want to copy and paste it into Excel. I mean, we could also copy and paste this into Google Sheets or perhaps even another project management software if it has that table capabilities. It should be well formatted and organized so that I can copy it directly into Microsoft Excel. There again, we're just specifying exactly what we're looking for. Now, here is a really important part of the prompt. I want it to have all the necessary columns, including and in this particular order: action, action description, assigned to, date assigned, date due, priority, and then I'm listing out the exact priority options that we want to include, status, and again here are the options: not started, in progress, on hold, complete, overdue, percentage complete, and then a column for notes and additional comments. Now here's an important part of the prompt as well, and any other columns you think would be useful to include. So this part of the prompt just enables us to ensure that we have the best template available. If you've missed any columns out, or ChatGPT can think of a column that would be particularly useful, it will specify it to us. Now this is also useful to do as well. Provide 5 example action items which are generic and high level and that demonstrate how to populate the action log. Make them so that they could apply to any project in any industry. So this just gives us some directions as to the kind of actions that we're going to want to capture. Now, this is where the timer starts, the 60 seconds, okay? So I've hit go, hit submit, and ChatGPT is going. So probably about 5 seconds at the moment. But as you can see, we have the table being generated. We literally just need to wait for this to populate. I do find it particularly useful to have these dummy data entries. It just gives us a little bit of direction, or a team member direction, as to the kind of information we want to collect. Of course, we can delete these out when they're not required. So we're literally just waiting for this to finish. And it looks like it is nearly done. And we're probably nearing towards that minute. But nevertheless, our template is created. When it's finished, what we can do here is left click on our mouse and drag along to the full table. Scroll down to the bottom and press Ctrl C. So what it looks like it's also doing is it's giving us some notes on how to best use this template. So it's giving us some descriptions of each column. Now we could include this in our template somewhere if you wanted to give some direction as to anyone who may be kind of populating it. It is self-explanatory though, these columns are very kind of obvious. Nevertheless, now I'm going to open up our action log template, a brand new sheet in Excel, and now we can pretty much finish this all off. So what I would recommend that we do is paste, and I'm going to match the destination formatting. You can do the source formatting, but I like to apply my own formatting. So, and I just think it's much more professional. We can make it look a lot cleaner. So I've pressed paste, match destination formatting. At this point, we're going to put all borders around it. At this point, I'm going to select all of the headers, press bold because we want those bold. I also want to make this an offset grey, just so that we can differentiate the headers. At this point, I'm going to wrap the text. I'm going to select this little backward triangle, and I'm going to double left click there. All we need to do at this point really is we're just looking to make these a suitable kind of width, just moving the column headers to a suitable width. And we do it like this, and then I'm going to do probably like this. Let's do 13.5. Now I'm going to go right click, insert, 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 insert. Now I'm going to call this action log. What you could do here is do something like project, put your project name in if you wanted to. Something like action log for project alpha. I'm going to merge and center, bold, make this nice and big. Actually going to merge and center that. And we're going to do that. And we could put that in a grey as well. And then what we can also do is, I'm going to need one more here. We could do a little kind of a little table, if you like. So something like date of last update, last updated by, and I'm going to put borders around here. I'm going to put these in a grey, and I'm going to make this kind of go across a little bit, and I want to bold those as well, just so we've got some direction as to, so Control B, as to who's maybe updated this last. I'm going to go view, I'm going to remove the grid lines, and we're getting quite close, to be honest, in terms of what we want to do in terms of formatting. Now what we can also do is on the home ribbon, we could make these in the kind of center and make them in the middle. We could bring this down a little bit. Now there's a couple of things we just need to do to finish up the formatting. I'm going to make both of these date columns. So select both of these columns, shift on my keyboard, right click here, format cells, date, okay. So these are now date columns. Now I just want to set some kind of drop downs for the priority and the status. So I'm going to select column H, right click. We're going to click on data, the data ribbon at the top. We're going to click on data validation, allow, list. Now the source is going to be low, medium, high. So separated by a comma. Press OK. Now any cell in this column, you have the option to select one of these. The way I've set this up at the moment is it applies to every cell in the column. We don't want it in H1 through to H7. So I'm now selecting, left click on my mouse, drag down here to the priority, go back to data validation, allow any value. So what I've just done there essentially is these don't have the drop down. That just frustrates me. It doesn't look very professional, but anything under H8 will have this drop down. We just need to do the same thing for the status. So I'm going to go in here, we go back into our prompt, and these are our status options. So Control C, daily action, in this how to, so right click, we are going to click data validation, list, paste. Now, I just like to have these all as capitals. You don't necessarily have to do that. So we've got on hold, complete and overdue, if I can spell correctly. Okay, so now we've got those drop downs. Just remove it from here, data validation, and we're going to go any value. Now, one other thing I'd recommend that we do, just to finish this all up, is I would put some kind of progress bar on the percentage complete. So I'm going to select all of these. I'm going to go on home, conditional formatting, data bars, and I'm going to make it like this. And there we see the kind of progress that we have for these percentage complete. Now that is pretty much how to create an action log for your project. Of course, you can go in here and you can do some other conditional formatting. So for example, anything with a high priority could come up in red. Anything that's complete could have a kind of a green background. Anything that's overdue could have kind of a red text or red background. And you just set that all up depending on your needs via conditional formatting. But that's how to create an action log with AI in under 60 seconds. Most of the time, as you can see, is spent in either writing the prompt out or doing the formatting. But the formatting is obviously very important for just how you use it. But I hope this video is useful. Any questions, comments, feedback, drop them down below. And with that said, over to you. Best of luck with your action log, and I hope you have an excellent day.